welcome to this video, the secret of instant happiness. Okay, quick apology before I start. I'm going through a detox at the moment and I've got a bit of a snivelly nose and that sort of thing, so one of the paradoxes of health is you actually you end up with these sort of things as you're going through a healthy phase, so I apologise if all of a sudden I sneeze or something. Okay, right. Today I'm going to talk about the goal behind all goals. What it is a case of anything you want in life, whether it be a successful business, a big car, a big flash house, holidays abroad, you know, to do anything you want, absolutely any goal you have, everything you have in life is all about whichever goal you want. The underlying goal behind them all is you want to be happy. You want happiness in your life. That's every human being on the face of the planet. They do everything for happiness. Don't believe me? Right, okay, look at every goal you've got. Okay, the first one, let's say I want to own a Ferrari, okay? And how will that Ferrari make you feel? It'll make me feel happy. Right, okay, so that's the goal behind it. Okay, I want to find my life partner. Okay, how will that life partner make you feel? It'll make me feel happy, right? Every single goal in your life is all about, the end goal behind it is happiness. That's what you're after. That's actually the elusive thing that you're chasing. And what you've got is you've got a situation where you can create happiness in an instant, which I'm going to come on to in a short while. Let's say that somebody says to you, no, that's not true. Yeah, happiness and freedom. No. And what does freedom give you? Happiness. Right, okay, let's say another one's not true. No, happiness is not good enough. I want excitement. Okay, how does excitement make you feel? Makes you feel happy, right? Go and have a look at all of the goals you've ever achieved and all the goals you ever want to achieve. And the end goal behind them is you want to feel happy. You want to be happy. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do that in an instant very shortly. But first, I want to give you an explanation of what's going on inside your head and how your thoughts can either help or hurt you. Right, no thought stands still. Nothing stands still, right? But no thought stands still. So a thought either takes you towards where you want to go or it takes you away from it. Now, to give you an illustration of that, if you're in a situation where it's a case of somebody pulls out in front of you, and it's a case of, oh, that stupid idiot, right? It's a case of, right, how's that thought helping you? How is it helping you? Well, it's not helping you, so it's got to be hurting you then, because no thought stands still. And if you think, right, okay, oh, look at that, God, look at that person, aren't they doing something ridiculous? How's that thought helping you, right? It's not helping you, it's hurting you, because no thought stands still. So even things that don't look like they're actually problems are actually problems, because they're either taking you towards your goals or away from them. So if the thought is a case of, oh, that stupid person, well, if it's not taking you towards your goal, it's taking you away from it. Now let's take another thought. Let's take somebody's given you a surprise gift, or taking you out for a meal, or a friend has turned up, right, and you're really grateful that the friend has taken the time out to come and see you. Right, now, that thought inside your head, is that of benefit to you or not? Well, of course it is. You know, you're looking at it and you're going, this is great. So now, that thought takes you forward, because the more you think about the good things, the things you appreciate, the more of them you create in your life. So, that's the important element to get. No thought stands still. So what you have to do is, with that in mind, as thoughts come in now, it's a case of, if you find a thought and you think, well, I don't know if this is right or not, just evaluate it and think, well, is this taking me towards where I want to go, or is it taking me away from where I want to go? And as you do this, what you're doing is you're raising your awareness. Yeah, because the problem is, what you've got going on in your mind is an unconscious sleep, which I'm going to come on to in a few seconds. But it's a case of, unless, if you're not putting thoughts in there, then you're just allowing them to come in without evaluating whether they're worthy to be in your mind or not. This is punishing, but this is exactly why people can't create success, because they're not in charge of their thoughts. They're not allowing the thoughts into their mind that help them get to where they want to go. They're allowing in a barrage of junk to come in, which helps them, which keeps them away from it. A successful person doesn't allow that sort of stuff in, because basically they know exactly where they want to go, and so therefore only the things that help them get there get to come into their mind. It's not rocket science. This is just the way it is. So it's a case of, all you have to do is you have to evaluate your thoughts. So the power behind it, though, is when you actually start to get aware of them, because as you're aware of your thoughts and as you see them come in and you think, actually that thought isn't helping me. The fact that I'm annoyed with Auntie Gertrude because she said this or that or whatever, it's a case of, that's not helping you, is it? Therefore it's hurting you. If it's not helping you, it's hurting you. So therefore, every thought that comes in, every single thought in your head, either helps or it hurts. That's it. Okay, right now, with that in mind, here's how to create happiness in an instant. Now, happiness is your goal behind all your goals. So everywhere you want, everything you want, as I've just covered, the end goal is to be happy. Right now, you can't create your goal if you're from a position of being annoyed, being angry. Your thoughts are taking you backwards. If your thoughts are taking you backwards, so where you want to be is you want to be happy. So where you start to create that happiness, which is, which gets you the goal and then the happiness behind the goal, you have to start from a place of happiness. Yeah, you can't get something you don't already have. Right? So you've got to be happy to start with. Now you've got to say, oh, well, I'll be happy when I get this. No, you'll never get that. You've got to be happy now. No, and people say, oh, well, how can I be happy now? I haven't got the car. I'm about to go bankrupt. I'm going this, that, and the other. It's because no, you can choose what thoughts go into your mind. You can choose to allow the thought. How everything is, perception is reality to you. Therefore, it's a case of it's down to you to decide what goes on in your mind, what you're going to allow in. Now, this is really simple, right? And it's going to sound so simple, but it's almost you're almost gonna brush over it because you're going to look at it and think, nah, that's too easy. But trust me, you want to take this out and you want to go and use it, and you go and use it in a position when the next time you feel angry or annoyed with somebody, or you have a thought and you notice the thought in your mind come in, which doesn't help you, it hurts you. When you notice that thought come in for the first time, you can go, right, okay, and it's 6 simple words. I choose to be happy now. That's it. That's all you have to do. Thought will come in where normally you'd be angry about something. I choose to be happy now. Now, as you use that, I know it doesn't sound like very much or anything like this, but there's magic in those words, because you're feeling it as well. Now, it's a case of all of a sudden, your anger with that subject starts to dissolve, depending on how deep the anger is, because sometimes somebody, you've got some deep inset anger, it might take a while to do it. But the more you think, if it's something small, like somebody pulls out in front of you, right? Let's just do that one as a test. Somebody pulls out in front of you, and you normally go, oh, honk, honk, idiot, that sort of thing. Now go, I choose to be happy now. Right? Because your choice of being happy now takes you towards your goal. But you being angry, honk, honk, takes you away from your goal. So you can choose to be happy now. So if you want to create a goal that will give you happiness, then right now, in an instant, you can choose to be happy now. It's a choice. Happiness is a choice. Happiness isn't something you go to get. Happiness is something that starts up here. And all you have to do is just choose to be happy now. That's it. If you don't choose for yourself, if you don't go, right, well, I'm going to choose to be happy now, or if you don't choose the thoughts that are going into your head, let's take that back, right? The thoughts that are going into your head, if you are not choosing them for yourself, and if you're not being self-aware and actually noticing these thoughts that are inside your mind, then your nutter inside your head, your ego, is making those decisions for you. And it's making some really bad decisions, because when you're not there, it's got no idea of where you want to go, right? It's not interested in that. It's only interested in the past. So it's only got your past experiences to base its decisions on of what it thinks, right? So if it has a thought of, oh, idiot came in, idiot, honk, honk, right, sort of thing, that's your ego just tripping straight in. And it's a case of, that's no use to you. Right? It's useless to you. So therefore, what you have to do is you have to go, right, well, I'm going to observe my thoughts. I'm going to watch them, because if you are there watching them, you'll see things and you'll go, I've just noticed, become aware of a thought pattern which isn't helping me. As you notice it, this is the power of awareness. As you notice it, it dissolves, right? And you don't repeat it. Yeah, when you feel stuck and that sort of thing. No, you're not stuck. Nobody's ever stuck, because nothing stands still. All it is you're repeating the same mistakes again. Your mind is waiting for you to learn, right? So you don't have to repeat that mistake. It's trying to teach you a lesson. So all you've got to do is you've got to go, and notice your thought. I noticed that thought. It dissolves. That's it. You've learned that lesson now. You move on. Don't get me wrong. You might repeat that lesson in 6 months' time or 3 months' time, whenever. But as long as you notice it, the more aware you become. This takes us on to the next point, which is I'm going to give you an introduction to the waking sleep of the human race. And what that is virtually everybody there is predominantly unconscious. They're not awake. Anybody who's having an argument or something like that is unconscious, because they're attached to their point of view. So it's a case of let's say what you've got is you go to work. You wake up in the morning, you go to work, you do your job, you have lunch, you chat with your friends, that sort of thing, come home, drive home, go to watch TV, go to bed, next day the same. And then all of a sudden, at some point during the year, and you've probably noticed this, and you've probably done it hundreds of times, thousands of times probably in your life, you go, what happened to January? God, where did that year go? Where's, God, this year's travelling so fast, right? The year's just speeding up. I'm like, every year it just gets faster and faster, you know what I mean? Every year it gets faster and faster. It's because you're asleep. It's because your mind is asleep. And because while you're asleep, and while your mind is basically doing your job for you, while your nutter is in charge, while you're not there. Because if you're not present, it is, right? That's your default setting, your ego, running on autopilot. So while you're not there, it's running the show for you. So your problem is that you can't make a start, create what you want and that sort of thing, because all the time you're dealing with the problems that your nutter has caused for you, so which gives you the appearance of being stuck. So that's just a little introduction to the waking sleep. I'm going to cover that more in a later episodes, because that's important to realise that you're asleep, because that's the first sign of being able to wake up. Because if you're asleep and you don't know you're asleep, you're still asleep, aren't you? But once you've noticed it, once you become aware of it, you can all of a sudden start to wake up. So with that in mind, what I want you to do today is just look at your goals and just see that happiness is behind all of them. Go through each goal and go, yeah, well, how would that make me feel? How would that make me feel? Happy, happy, happy. Find that out. Have a look at your thoughts. See how no thought stands still. Notice how a thought either helps you or hurts you. Go on, prove me wrong. Try and find a thought that stands still. You won't find one. So it's either, don't get me wrong, some take you forward towards your goal, great speed, and some take you forward away from your goal, great speed. Some only take you forward a little bit, right? But that's it. But nothing stands still. There's not a case of it can balance. It's that way or that way, right? That's it. Think about your days think about what you're doing in the days, and notice when you're asleep. Yeah, when you're awake and you're waking sleep, notice it. Just think, did I notice what's going on? And you'll find that you haven't, because you were asleep. That's okay. Just go with it. Okay, that's it for this video. Just a few things for you to keep practicing. Okay, what I'd like you to do, well, I trust you enjoyed it. If you did, great. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to turn your subconscious. I'm going to tell you how to turn on that subconscious mind of yours, because it's an amazingly powerful thing. I'm really looking forward to the next video actually. Show you how powerful your mind is and how you can turn it on to work for you, and get it really starting to deliver. I'm going to be giving you access to your infinite intelligence. Okay, that's it. Thanks very much for watching, and please feel free to share this video with your friends.